Okay, another issue. I don't know what's going on today. And I don't know what you missed. We did see wood ducks. Today just seems to be one of those days, and maybe it does correspond to camera changes. It shouldn't, but it does. Or at least it may be. It's not supposed to be that way. I don't know why that happens, but it does. Sometimes we change, most days we change cameras without an issue. Could be, who knows, could be the new firmware, which I just loaded in to some of my gear last Saturday night after I returned home. Maybe I shouldn't have bothered. Far too often, new firmware really doesn't do anything. I have to admit, one thing about MeWe is, they're constantly updating their app, and okay, fine, but I don't see any changes. Maybe it adds a language. Oh, good, you're adding Yugoslavian or something like that. I mean, it's like, okay, if there is such a language. And so often it's like, okay, it's just a change that doesn't matter to me, and it's one I don't even notice in actual use. I think we're going to be leaving very shortly. We'll try to have one more look at the sandhill cranes. I have to say, I'm a little disappointed. I was hoping to see a young sandhill crane, a colt. But, well, it is what it is. So here's the adult that we were seeing, I believe the same one standing. Hold on, let me take a look at this before I shut off the engine. Let me shut off the engine anyway. I don't believe I can see the nest from here. And it might be raining a little bit again. I'm not sure. Or I see, it almost looks like water droplets hitting the water. Nothing hitting my windshield just yet. Okay, let's drive forward just a little bit. Okay. Oops, maybe a little bit too far. Hold on. Okay. Well, looks like we're not going to see a colt this week, so, you know, maybe one will be around next week for us to see, maybe not. But it's due, so we're going to move on. Disappointing, I have to admit, but... that's the way it is. Those are common gallon rules. Okay, let's switch cameras and head back, I guess. There are herons here, great blue herons, but you know, I haven't seen as many as we saw like a few weeks ago. I haven't seen as many eagles as we saw a few weeks ago. Haven't seen, well, I haven't seen a great egret all day. But it stopped raining and the sun has come out, so. That may have been a warbled vireo, but I'm not sure. It's going to be more difficult to hear because the ground is wet as we drive over it. And there's mud here. Mosquitoes, give it a rest, would ya?
Vireo. I'm not sure what kind. Temperature, if it can be believed, is reading 64. So remember, we started at about 71 degrees. So that, that storm cooled things down. Well, I shouldn't say storm, that rain shower cooled things off. Just heard an ovenbird. Never saw that sign before. I think the sign says speed limit 30 at this turn up ahead. I don't know about you, I don't think I could drive 30 miles an hour on this road. Or at least I wouldn't want to anyway. Was that a Veery? I don't know, maybe not. Who's making that sound? I'm not sure. Could be American Red Star. By the way, I've said it before, but if you're new, you haven't heard it. I'm no expert on birds by any means. Whoever this is not making itself visible. That may have been another ovenbird. Maybe not. Nothing here at the very edge where we could see it. Yes, another ovenbird. Just saw something fly across the road. I don't know what it was, and I don't know where it went to. It may have been the cardinal that we just heard. Oh, shoot. I saw something and I lost sight of it very quickly. I don't know what it was. Oh, what is it? Hold on.
Shoot. Where'd it go? I don't know if I see it anywhere. Oh, there it is. We're hearing a great crested flycatcher. I don't know who this is, though. It's a heavy bill. I have a guess, but I'm not going to say. The bill, I don't know who this is, but the bill almost looks like the bill of an indigo bunting, but obviously there's no blue here, so it almost looks like it could be a female, although I'm not sure what the females look like, to be honest with you. And I'm hearing a veery. I'm not saying it's an indigo bunting, but it just has a heavy bill. Oh, come on, wind. Hold still. Well, whatever it is, we're getting a decent look. Definitely hearing a veery and a cardinal. Yeah, that's the veery. And the cardinal is, hey, hold on. Do we lose sight of it? It might not be there anymore. Oh, there. And you can hear the a great crested flycatcher a little closer now. I've lost sight of it. I don't see it with the naked eye. Oh, wait. Oh, no. I believe I've lost sight of it. Let me look with binoculars. Okay, I'm guessing it's still there, but I don't know. Let's move forward. Maybe we can get it back in view if it's still there. Well, there's a car behind us, back a ways, but it's going to be coming through soon enough. And I don't see it there, so maybe it flew away. Whatever it was a nice sighting. You can hear the veery. Wouldn't mind seeing it, but oh well. I don't believe it's close to the road. Alright, let's switch cameras.